Hello YouTube, it's Uncle No Identity, and in today's video I'm going to try something new. I'm going to show you my first ever video tutorial where I actually don't just talk about what I'm doing, I'm going to try and show you what I'm doing. We have three paints here: NATO Brown, Africa Brown, and Mission Models Galeb Brown. And we're going to use all three of these paints to paint up some figures. And we have a figure here, not painted yet. Let's see if I can adjust the focus. Primed him with black paint, and you can see even in the light here, the paint, how it shines in certain areas. That's why I like to paint the models in black first, and then we can work on skin tones later. You'll notice also I've painted his khakis already. Let's see here. Yes, this is it, I believe. This is his right arm. I've painted already. And as you can see, do you see the highlighting and the shading? If only it would focus better, but it's not gonna. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see the shading in the pockets of the skin, if you will, and the highlighting. And we're gonna touch up on that now today. We're gonna be doing his left arm. Look at the muscular definition on that. And that muscular definition is only picked out because of the black paint. That's why I like to prime the figures with black paint, so you can really see the highlighting and shadows better. Okay, so I got my wet palette here with the three colors we're going to be using, and we have the figure's arm in question. So what I'm going to do to begin is just get a touch of water, and I'm going to mix it with the African Brown, and we're just going to... Is there water in that one? That's empty. Here, this one should have water. Yep. We're gonna do a little touch here of the water, and we're going to simply paint in the skin like you normally would. I've noticed something like Tamiya's flat flesh. If you think about it, at least in my opinion, no manufacturer's flesh tone is really any good. So we're going to continue here, and so the video doesn't take too long, I might just pause intermittently, but for right now we're going to let it play. That blowing you hear is me trying to blow dry the paint so I can work a little quicker. Gotta get in that pocket there. See here, I've made a mistake here. There's too much paint, in my opinion. So we're just gonna have to run the paint around. Maybe pick up another drop of water. Here we go. To really help us thin it down. Too much water. We're gonna back that off. A little more paint. Yeah, too much water. We're gonna have to wick it away. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the video here, and when this thing is completely painted in the base color, I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so here we have the arm. Not entirely 100% painted in the African Brown, but it's good enough for right now because we'll just continue to throw more coats on anyway. So, if I can get the damn thing to focus. With the arm in its current state now, it's time to do a little bit of shadow work. We can still see some of the muscular tones, and we'll need to run a shadow. So what I'm going to do here on my wet palette, I'm going to take a little bit of the NATO brown and put a dot of NATO brown right there. Wick this off, and then I'm going to come back to the African brown here and just mix it with the NATO brown. Grab a touch of water here, mix that around. Too much water, get another thing of brown paint, wick the paint, grab another thing of Africa brown, and that's kinda what we're looking for. Maybe another scoop of the chocolate here. There we go. So you can kinda see the shade is a bit darker now, and I'm going to apply this on the arm where you would expect to find the shadows. Because the arm is held in this position, finding the shadow isn't too difficult. Of course, me showing you how to do it is, but we'll do our best. So right here, gonna just touch like so, and then kinda come up here on the crease, and right here on the crease. See this little gap here? We're gonna patch that up. And right here, where that like tricep groove is, we'll put paint in there. And I'll check that out. We've just added our shadows, and if it's too stark, we can go back with the Africa brown and try to touch it up. But right now, we're gonna go a little heavy and just hit the shadow areas. This isn't like a wash, which it probably should be, but that's fine. Come around here to the crease line of the jacket. Come to the jacket line, and then just run your wash on the line of the skin and the jacket. Sorry for the extreme brightness. Up right here on the forearm, you see we can put another line of brown paint right there. We'll touch that, and if we continue to run our hand around, we can continue to look for them right around here in the palm's groove. We'll put some dark brown. We'll coat his entire palm here into darker brown, and don't worry, we can come back with the lighter shades. So we should have something like this, kinda. We can see the tonal differences here. A little too stark on the contrast, but like I said, we can fix that up later. You really want that starker contrast, if you ask me, and then you just kind of blend over top of it. Come here! There. Again, go inside the palm of the hand here. Kind of come down here on the forearm, a little on the lower end of his arm. And I'll show you what this looks like when I'm done. Okay, so here we go. I've blended the skin tones together. It's kind of bad on this camera, but I did it. It's blended as good as I can get. And now it's time to do the final. We're gonna take the Gelb brown color and we're going to mix it with our tan here. I've got the mixture right up here in this area. Right here. That's the paint mixture right there. And with this one, we want to go very, very light on it. And we're just going to touch the very, very tips, like the knuckles of the guy's hands and the very topmost part of the muscle. So we're going to get to that now. Like I said, we're going to do the knuckles. We're going to go very light over top of them. Little blow drying. Another touch. Another touch. Blow dry it again. See that little highlight right there? That's what we want right here. See on the forearm? Bam! Right there. Right there, you see that? That highlight, that's what we're going for. But right on the very topmost parts. Almost, don't even touch that upper arm portion right there. Just get the thumbs. Rotate it here. Tap the knuckles. Just like that. Load the paintbrush. And then we're going to just very, very carefully. Sorry for the crappy camera and camera positioning. But very, very carefully, we're going to just touch the knuckle. And then touch the upper ring of the hand right here. Blow dry it again. Inspection. See how well that looks. Maybe right in there. Almost don't want to do it. But we're going to try it. Doop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Right there. And ta-da! Just like that. You've gotten yourself a well-painted skin tones right there. As good as I can show. Yes, bring the lighting down. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Come on. There. See that? See that arm? All I did was use 3 colors. Not one of them red flesh tone. But with these 3 colors, I was able to blend and make a very realistic arm for a 1/35 scale soldier in the desert. Take a look at that. And see when you hold it in the right angle? Bang, look at that. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial. I do apologize for the poor camera quality, but like I said, I'm trying. This is the first time I've done an actual walkthrough tutorial, so hopefully what I've taught today has helped. But I'm pretty sure all you saw was a horrible camera work, and you're gonna chew me out in the comments, but that's okay. I'm not a pro, especially when it comes to this camera system. I'm not a pro at filming these. I've done what you mostly call blogs, pretty much. I'll work on this guy, his whole face and legs later, but just really wanted to touch up on what I do with his arm. But yeah, when this is put together, when this guy is all put together, he's gonna look just as good, if not even better than this guy when I'm done. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, like, consider subscribing. If there's anything wrong with the video, let me know in the comments down below and I'll see what I can do to fix my mistakes so that the next video is better. I'm Uncle No Identity. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers!